thing and dance to you. You better get up off of that thing and dance to you. Sing it now. Get up off of that.
Hey, 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 Young America. Hopefully all is well and you guys got to enjoy your weekend and partake in some fun things. My name is Jasmin Jones and I'm here with the weekly address to Young Americans. This show is sponsored by an organization called U, which stands for Young, Organized, and United. So yes, today's show is called How to Use Your Idle Time to Work on Your Future. And this is a topic I feel confidently about speaking about because I am a mastermind at using my free time. Now, this show is not intended to make you have no time for rest and just to make you a crazy person and run all around doing thousands of things. No. What this show is focused on is helping you figure out when you have that idle time, how can you work on some things that you really love? How do you get started? How do you stay accountable and keep up with it? And it's so important because so many of us have alternative talents that aren't shown in the workplace that we need to exercise and show. And we have to just figure out how do we find the right venue and opportunity and time to work on it. So for example, I have studied to be an aerobics teacher, I've been a dance teacher, and I now work on this blog, which I think I'm more fulfilled with and happy with. And I have to do it during my idle time. But this is something that I think with projects like this, it is hard to kind of stay up with it. And so today I want to share some thoughts about how you can use your idle time to do things that benefit your future and how you keep up with it. So the very first point is, how do you identify something that you want to invest your time in? So this is a really big thing, but it's actually kind of easy. I think that how you do it is you have to find something that interests you, but most importantly, motivates you to keep doing it. So what I mean by that is that there are 1,000 things you could use with your free time that could be investing in your future, but what gets you motivated? What makes you want to keep moving forward? For example, a lot of people get motivated by monetary gains. So they may say, hey, if I partake in this or if I build this, then, I can continue, I can make something out of this. That's how a lot of startups happen and a lot of new nonprofits happen because people are doing their passion, but they're motivated by the cause. So look at something like that when you're identifying something that you want to invest your free time in. Another thing could also be just what are you passionate about? For example, for me, I love talking to my peers about life and navigating this crazy thing. So therefore, it's easy for me to just say, okay, well, I'll just do a blog where I'm talking to my peers about things we care about. And I just chose a professional lens because it goes across, it's more broad staking than maybe like a love blog or, a how to handle my emotions blog or anything like that. So I hope that lends a little bit of an idea of how you make your decisions to use your idle time and some ways you can pick something that really you'll really connect to. All right, so the next thing is, how do you get started? Now this is actually the really hard part because you can have 1,000 ideas out there, especially my creative souls. I totally understand. It just gets hard to say, all right, I have all these ideas, I'm overwhelmed and I can't get started. Well, I have 2 things that help with this. A, pace yourself. Pacing yourself is the most important. Start slow. You don't need to hit the ground running and run 3 miles on your first day back out on the road or the tracks. For example, if you go to the gym one day and you exercise and you do everything that exhausts you, you're not going to return for another 3 weeks. So my point to you is that you have to start slow. So with whatever you want to do, just start it easy, take it slow, and pace yourself until your stamina increases, and then you can keep going forward. The second thing that you have to do is you gotta invest a little bit, right? So one thing that makes me get started is I purchase my supplies because I know that I'm going to have to do something with this stuff. So do something that gets you motivated about it. So whether it's purchasing your supplies or, picking a significant start date that just means a lot to you and the projects that you're going to pursue, or, just promising, that on this day or at this moment or this season, this is what I'm going to do. It could be your birthday. Doesn't matter. The point is that you have to A, pace yourself, and B, you have to pick a time that works best for you, that's significant to you, that you will continue to move forward with. So the third point is that you have to find a way to stay accountable and as well as keep up with the work. right? Because you could do all of this. You could be pacing yourself, but really, who are you doing this for? Like, who's really watching you, right? Well, I find that to be kind of the big thing, and this is what makes a lot of things fall short. And the way that you keep up with it is that you have to share it with somebody that motivates you to want to keep going, okay? Everybody has a parent, a grandparent, a friend, a mentor that really wants to see you succeed. And so I think the only way that you can really keep up with something and really stay motivated and accountable is knowing that there's somebody out there that really wants you to keep going. And I always do this. I'm like, look, if the person that I love the most, that I told I was doing this project, came up to me and asked me, how is it going? I would freak out if I said that, you know, I wasn't keeping up with it or I wasn't doing it. But that means that, you know, there is that motivating factor for me to not have to say that. So I suggest for anybody out there that's having accountability problems, share this with someone who deeply, deeply loves and believes in you, and have them be your accountability partner, or have the thought of them be your accountability person or spirit, you know, to get out there every week to keep doing what you love. And I do believe that these are some of the ways that you can pick something the ways you can use your idle time to pick something that you love doing, to get started with it, and then also just to stay accountable and keep up with it. So I hope this makes some sense out there, and that someone is able to take away from this and really use your idle time to work on that future and take you to the next level for whatever it is you truly want to do in life. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Get up off of that thing and shake the you feel better. Get up off of that thing and try to release that pressure. Get up, up. Ha.